25 miles an hour. That's about the average speed of a horse. A horse galloping and going quick. A horse I was on. See, I was out in the ranch and I had a whiskey or two, or half a bottle. I was playing cowboy. And my friends said, hey, when's the last time you rode a horse? That's been a year. Oh, hop on this one. You're going to love this one. Giddy up, let's go. So I jump on this horse. And I should have tuned in just for a second, seeing the smirk on their face. But I was half a bottle of whiskey in. And so as any good cowboy does, give a little kick. Told that horsey to go. Well, that horsey went. As it started galloping, I started doing everything I could to slow it down. Rearing it back, trying to pull it to the side, no avail. It was picking up speed. So I did what any good communication coach should, and I leaned over and started petting its neck, and I said, it's okay, bud. You can slow down. It didn't slow down. About 25 yards out was a barbed wire fence. Come on, this horse knows better. 20 yards, 15, 10 yards, oh shit. I bail off the back. That horse runs right into the barbed wire fence and starts backing right on up. 1,500 pounds of ass coming at you. Makes your heart beat. I turn, hoofs me right in the side. Cuts me open. I thought for sure, broken ribs. I'm in the middle of nowhere. This is it. This is how any good cowboy should die. I stand up. The looks on their face, dependent on who you're looking at, some fear, some complete laughter, dependent on how much whiskey they had. Luckily, no broken rib. And, again, as any good cowboy should, you just get the bottle of whiskey, you take a shot, and you put it on the wound. And I have a nice reminder on my back, about a 6-inch scar, of that time of trusting my friends that that horse actually wasn't totally broken in. That wasn't a broken in horse. And so that horse wasn't ready to go. And so when I look at this hat at times, I think to myself, and I put it on, I feel a little bit different. I walk a little bit different. Dagnab, I might even talk a little bit different. My name is Joel Cochran. I fancy myself as a dialect coach. I've been listening to you guys all week long, taking notes. And the imposter is strong in here. I was telling Katie beforehand, we need some holy water to be able to get rid of the imposter that's in here. Does anybody feel that there's an imposter living inside you? If you're not raising your hand, I know the imposter definitely has a hold of you. I have a question for you guys. Who here is an affiliate owner? Who here fancies themselves as a successful affiliate owner? Who fancies themselves as a world-class affiliate owner? And a few hands stay raised. Interesting. What classifies our identity and our reality? I need an example. Who's willing to come up stage? If you thought the hot seats were hot, this is about to get lava. Come on up. Come on up. Okay, take a seat. Have you ever watched a movie with a king in it?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone else ever seen a movie with a king in it?
Yes.
Beautiful. I want you to do me a favor. Sit as a king would sit. What'd he do? Interesting. Okay. I want you to stand as a king would stand. I would want you to look around as a king would look around. Eyebrows down, eyebrows down. The king is certain. The king is certain. Do me a favor, walk as a king would walk. Turn around. Greet someone as a king would greet someone. Take a seat as a king would take a seat. Flat back. Did you notice a difference in Brand's mannerism? Did he change? I only asked him to identify as a king. So what would happen if Brandon did that all day long? What if you acted like a king? Maybe people knew you or didn't know you. Maybe the way that you went to the store, you drove your car. Maybe the way that you ran your gym. We acted like a king. By the end of the day, the people who had interactions with him may think to themselves, what? He's a king. Interesting. When he stepped on stage, he wasn't a king. But when I asked him to act like a king, he acted like a king. Yet when I asked you guys, who's a world-class affiliate owner, one hand stays raised. Do you need a world-class affiliate, or do you need a world-class identity? And this is something that we're going to dive into today. So I'll give a round of applause. Language is interesting. And we're going to dive into it, so pull out your notebooks. I want you to do something for me. I want you to write out architect language. Architect language. Then I want you to give it 2 or 3 spaces. And I want you to write out conflict language. Write out architect language and conflict language. And I want you to define it. What is architect language? What's conflict language? To you. I should see no eyes. I should see eyes on paper. Thirty seconds. What is architect language? What is conflict language? Okay, I need an example for architect language. Hands up. Constructive.
Precision words.
Beautiful.
Yeah, words that build and create.
Beautiful.
Empowering.
Beautiful.
Detail.
Beautiful.
Progress.
Absolutely.
Mindset.
100%.
Communicate important concepts.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Clear.
Yes. What is conflict language?
Language designed to win at the expense of an opponent.
Beautiful. Conflict language.
Negative.
Divisive.
Yes.
Blame.
Yes. Blame.
Isolation.
Isolation.
Creates
Creates
tension.
tension.
Emotion.
Emotional.
Offensive. Defensive.
Yes.
No outcome in mind.
No outcome in mind. Did you hear what I said multiple times? Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Remember, guys, it's yes and coaching. It's yes and coaching. Sometimes we get too pinholed that it has to be a certain way. We need to meet everyone exactly where they're at. Our job is yes in coaching. We are a vessel to be able to carry our clients, our athletes, to where they want to go. But let's come back to architect and conflict language. You guys nailed it. Architect language usually is going to feel what? Heavy or lighter? If you had to take a guess. Lighter. Conflict language is going to feel more tense or more loose. Interesting. So let's just categorize those two things. Every day you get the opportunity to feel heavy and tense or light and loose. It depends on what your language is. Are we building ourselves and the people around us? Or are we creating conflict with ourselves and those around us? I've heard a lot of conflict language throughout the week. See, with affiliate owners and the calls that I take, we're so good at taking care of everyone else, encouraging everyone else. And then when the door closes behind us and it's just us, does it get real shitty real quick. So we have the opportunity to choose. Now I want you to remember this. Architect or conflict, you choose it regardless throughout the day. It's going to happen. I'm going to bring up a word that I like using quite often. Abracadabra. I want you to write abracadabra down. Abracadabra. If you don't spell it right the first time, that's okay. What is abracadabra? Brandon.
It's a derivation of an ancient Aramaic word that means like.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I'm a word nerd.
Yeah, you are a word nerd. In the Western culture, what do we see abracadabra as? Magic. Poof, right? Pull a rabbit out of a hat. Yes, in Aramaic, yes, we're talking about with our words we create. That's what abracadabra stands for. With our words, we create abracadabra. Have you ever had an athlete says, there's no way I can do that? Abracadabra, you're right. The time before, they just back squat, and they're just like up, down, boom. And just like, I put on another 50 pounds. They put on 10 pounds, like, oh no, that seems heavy, I don't think I can get it. Shroom, get to the bottom, dump. Interesting. Is it that powerful? We'll find out. We'll find out. I want you to write down the next word, or a couple of words. Reticular activating system. Reticular activating system. Reticular activating system. Or the RAS. Has anyone ever heard of the reticular activating system? Yeah, we got some word nerds in here, great. Who's somebody that just bought a new car recently, last year? What car did you get? Jeep Grand Cherokee. What color? Silver. When you got your Jeep Grand Cherokee Silver, did you start seeing Nissan Maximums, or did you see Jeep Grand Cherokees? Interesting. You guys ever been scrolling through Instagram and you're just like, how the hell did they know I wanted those shoes? Those nanos. This is what your brain's constantly doing. Your reticular activating system is unbiased. It doesn't care what you give. Its only job is to create truth or proof to the things you see or say. That's really important. You got it. Let's bring as much proof to that as we can. Now, whether that is saying that my job or my affiliate is successful, I am strong, I am moving forward, great. It's going to show you all those things. Or, as you may know from some of your clients, they come in, they're starting to exercise, they're doing well, they haven't got on the scale, but their clothes are fitting better, and then what do? Get on the scale. But the curious thing is right before they got on the scale, they were looking at themselves in the mirror, and they felt jacked. Okay? They were given the tricep flex, maybe the bodybuilding pose, and they felt jacked. They stepped on the scale, they thought it was going to be a certain number. What did they say when that number wasn't what they thought? I'm fat. I never can lose weight. See, no matter what I do, it's never going to work. They go back to that mirror 30 seconds later, what do they see? Instantly. Did their body change in 30 seconds? Their identity did. They changed their reality by identifying that they can't do it. Reticular activating system locked up. Went, you got it. That's the truth and proof we need to create. We will. We absolutely will. So you can see that if I'm in a state of conflict language and I'm feeding that reticular activating system over and over and over and over again, what is it going to get really good at? That's right. See, because repetition is the mother of all skill, we know that as CrossFitters. Rep it out. Again, better, better. Level 2, overhead PVC pipe, okay, nice and slow, stop. Okay, I can just only imagine Lindsay, right? Just, that would be my nightmare, okay? A little bit more, stop. Repetition is the mother of all skill, you guys. And we can either create language that's building ourselves up, building others up, building our days up, or it can be completely destructive. And your words have that power. It's truly up to you. You have the choice at any time. I want you to write this down because it's very important for all you guys, and it's interesting. Jason nailed a couple of these things before. Curiosity kills conflict. Curiosity kills conflict. What does that mean to you? Anybody? Raise a hand.
Trying to understand why someone disagrees with me or doesn't understand the thing that I'm sure is correct will resolve the difference.
Yep. Yep. Anybody else?
Asking questions to better understand whatever it is that you don't understand.
Correct.
I think just most conflict comes out of the lack of information on both sides.
Absolutely. The lack of information, right? We wouldn't get frustrated with somebody that isn't understanding how to do a clean or a snatch. Yet how quickly are we to get frustrated and start creating statements about ourselves if we didn't make the money that we said that we were going to make this month? Or get the members that we said that we were going to achieve. I set these goals and I never get them. Ooh. There's a difference between I never get my goals. That's a statement, you're planting a flag. Why am I not hitting my goals? That's curious. We can be curious with ourselves, kind to ourselves, so that we can find the answer. Because when you start beating the shit out of yourself, you just start getting defensive with yourself. You're starting to get in a fight. You're putting your fists up. And yet we do it so well with our athletes. We'll be so kind with them. But man, will we start making statements. So I want you to try this. But the next time you feel or you hear yourself make a statement, stop, turn it into a question. Stop, turn it into a question. Then do what? Answer the freaking question, you guys. See, because I tell this to all my clients, you already have the answer inside you. I have nothing for you, but I will ask the right questions because you already have the answer. And I believe that with all of you guys as well.
If you're enjoying this content, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, if you're interested in what we do in Affiliate University, there's going to be a link somewhere around this video. Book a call. We'd love to talk to you about how we can help you build a better box.
So we're going to go through a language technique, and I'm going to need a volunteer. I'm going to need a volunteer. Not yet. I know everybody's raising their hands all at once, but don't worry. We'll stay warm up here. I want you to write down this. I should. I should. And since we have such a strong imposter presence. I don't want you to write down, oh man, I should clean the gym when I get home. I should really get my programming dialed in. I want you to talk about you. I should be more kind to myself. I should forgive my mom. I should forgive myself. What's something for you that maybe has gotten brought up this past weekend? Something that you should do. I want you to write it down. It might sting a little bit writing it out. You might get a little nervous. Your heart rate might get up thinking that Joel might call me and I might be in this seat in front of everyone else talking about something that I should be doing. Who wants to get uncomfortable? Who, over here? Oh, Mitch? You want to get uncomfortable? Great. Let's see if we can get some tears going. Oh wow. Yes! Nikki's, this is the best! Okay. I want you guys to walk through this process as well. What's your I should?
I should give myself more grace.
I should give myself more grace. I want you to recognize the first emotion. This may be hard for a lot of us. What's the first emotion that comes up talking about that you should give yourself more grace?
Fear.
Fear. I want you guys to write down the emotion you feel with your sentence. Insecurity, uncertainty, fear, doubt, joy, happiness. If you need to, you can Google the emotional wheel and you can start learning about your emotions. It's great. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the fear? 10 being high, 1 being low.
8.
Okay. Put down your number. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, 1 being low. When we start getting past a 7, guys, we're rubbing up onto some type of past. There's something that happened in the past that made me believe something and then repeat it over and over and over again. They left me. I'm not worth it. I'm unworthy. I should respect myself more. They left me. We're running up onto something. Okay? We're not going to work your story today, but we can later. In your body right now, what are you feeling? I'm going to give you 3. Light, heavy, or tense?
Tense.
Okay. Feeling tension in the body, where is that tension residing? Chest, stomach, neck, throat, eyes, head?
Chest.
Chest. Anyone else have tension on their chest at any point in their lifetime? Okay. And no, all y'all who didn't raise your hand, I don't believe you. Okay. You're just like, I'm cool as calm all the damn time. Okay. Would this be architect language or conflict language? How would you label it? Is it building you up or is it creating tension?
Creating tension.
Cool. Conflict. There's a conflict going on. I'm saying one thing, but there's some tension. Okay? Let's work it then. I want you to switch the sentence. I want you to take, and this is for you guys too, take out should, put in could. Okay? Take out should, but you can rewrite it if you want. Or you can just cross it off and put could. Mitch, I want you to say it again with switching it out to could.
And what?
Your same sentence.
I could give myself more grace because I love my wife.
First emotion that you're feeling right now.
Fear.
Scale of 1 to 10.
8.
We're still there. And that's okay too. Tension. Just. Same for you guys. Write down. Did the emotion switch or change? Did it shift for you? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. It's yes in coaching. We're walking through this process together, guys. So we moved from should to could. We're still feeling some tension. You're also in the hot seat, so there's a lot of eyeballs staring at you, right? Are you used to being in front of a stage?
Doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother you at all. Perfect. Then we're dialed in. I want you to switch it out now, and this is for everyone as well, from could to can or will. Whichever one resonates better for you, meaning does it create more lightness? Do you feel yourself take a breath when you say, I will, blank? Oh, that feels good. That resonates. That resonates. Okay? Give it a shot. Can or will, whichever one resonates better for you.
I will give myself more grace.
I will give myself more grace. Okay? What's the emotion now? Has it changed? Has it switched? Has it stayed the same?
It's changed.
Okay?
A little bit of relief.
Still fear or a different emotion?
Different emotion.
What's the emotion?
The emotion is it's gonna be okay.
Peace?
Peace. Yeah.
We went from fear to peace, from an 8 to peace, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, 1 being low.
I'd say a 9 right now.
We went literally 180 degrees. Has his reality changed? Whatever happened, he's literally been on the stage. Nothing has changed. But his identity is starting to shift. So you already said it earlier, and I want you guys to do it as well. Can or will, put because. And I want you to answer it for you, and I want you to do the same. I know you answered it for your wife, but I want you to bring it back to you. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So I want to give you guys a moment, right? And then we're going to have Mitch give his. What is your I can or I will because?
I will give myself that grace because of myself and my own needs and not hers.
How's that feel?
Relief.
Relief. Do me a favor, take out the not hers. Say the same sentence. If you mix it up a little bit, but let's just take out, again, not hers.
I will give myself grace for myself
Because?
because I can.
Holy shit, yeah, you can. How's that feel?
Good.
Okay, round of applause, you guys. Thanks, guys. Anybody else feel emotional watching that? Yeah? No, 2 people. Okay, cool. We don't have emotions in here. We don't do emotions in here. That's fine. I'll talk to you guys later. Wait until I bring you to the back, and then we'll see what goes on. All right? Cody knows. Cody knows. E-Man knows. Was there any shift for you guys from the first sentence of I should? Did you feel conflict or tension in the I should? Yes? A couple hands. All right. Did you feel relief, or lightness when you got to the I can or I will because? Yes? Ooh, a lot more hands. Yeah, we're participating now. This is great. Okay. Your reality still did not change. Whatever has happened in the past or what currently you think, there's no change. other than you shifting your words. Now just imagine if you used those words every day. You repped it out just like you had to rep out the barbell before you could get that perfect snatch. Is there such a thing as a perfect snatch? No. Great. Repetition is the mother of all skill. You can point it in one direction or you can point it in the other. You guys get to choose. And we are in a pivotal point with CrossFit. And as affiliate owners, we need to take a stand. And if we're walking around with ourselves, our affiliates, saying, I should, we will get nowhere. The best time for CrossFit is now. Things are shifting. Yet you have to decide what side of the road that you're on. Because if you stand in the middle of the road for long enough, what will end up happening? You will get hit by a car. And this is happening to a lot of affiliates out there. CrossFit's not doing enough. They're not saying enough. There's F45s. I need to do different boot camp. My members, my coaches. Whack, whack, whack. Or you can stand on one side of the road. You can make your decision. And so what I'm going to give you guys now is I'm going to give you guys some words to eliminate. Simple, tactful. I know we're CrossFitters. We love this. On a new piece of paper, I want you to put down 30-day soft talk challenge at the very top. 30-day soft talk challenge at the very top. What's soft talk? You don't have to write this definition down, please don't. Not at least that piece of paper. Okay? Soft talk is the use of softening words, the excessive use of softening words to create uncertainty or ambiguity about a certain decision or choice. Right? And I'm going to have you write these words down, and some of you guys are going like, oh shit, I say that a lot. Okay, that's okay. Repetition is the mother of all skill. We're going to work through this. I'm going to have you guys write this out, and here's how I want you to write you out for all my OCD folks out there, A-typers, right, that want to stay in between the lines. This is going to give you tension on the chest. I'm going to want you to write it 30% bigger. That means you're going to go outside the lines. I want you to write it like this, and then maybe like this, and then maybe like this, and then over here, randomly there, and over here. Why? Because the brain is going to go, whoa, you're doing something different here. You're doing something different, and it locks in because we're shifting it. So I'm going to give you these words, and I want you guys to write them down. 30% bigger all over your page. Ready? First word, kinda. Kinda. Or kind of, whichever one you might use. Possibly. The two words we just got done using, could and should. Sorta. Probably. Nice and big. I think. Maybe. I feel like. I guess. Just. Hey, Bob, I just want to check up on that project. Hey, I'm checking up on that project. Where are we at? Ooh, that changes things. Interesting. For all my ladies out there, sorry. For what? I ran into you, and you're sorry? Maybe guys too. I don't know. Last one, fine. Fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's totally fine. Are you though? Interesting. Does anybody use any of these words throughout your day? Raise of hands. Yes. Creating uncertainty about a particular concept or choice. Throughout your day, you're standing in the middle of the road. Maybe you guys have heard me at some point, somebody earlier today, somebody asked me for help getting the food out of the Jeep. Who was that? That was a lot of people. Somebody did. Somebody was really nice. And I just said yes. Yes and no are complete sentences, you guys. You have nothing else to be able to say. Okay? You don't have to say yes and oh my gosh and thank you so much and you're so kind. You ask for help? Yes. No. You want to? No, I don't. Period. I move to the other side of the road. No is a complete sentence. Try it. Just see how it feels. Probably like shit. But then you'll get used to it. Okay? Just like Grace or Fran. Right? You kind of get used to it. And it still sucks. But you get used to it a little bit. Okay? I want you guys to put this somewhere you can see it every single day. I want you to rep it out. I want you to take this to your coaches. I want you to put it up and say, hey, no more do we do any soft talk. We are certain in the direction that we are going. We know exactly where we're going. We have an entire team that is behind us, and there is no guessing. It is only forward. When we start speaking to ourselves, believing in ourselves, being certain of ourselves, your identity will start changing. So it might be your time to find your cowboy hat, to start shifting your identity. Because you are here. This is your time. You are meant to be here, and you are meant to be world class. It is what we create. And so the next time that we meet, and I ask who is world class, I am going to see every single hand in the air. Thank you.
If you are struggling with building your team, running the administrative portion of your gym, or just don't know what to do with regard to your strategy, that is exactly the things that we help people with inside of Affiliate University. So if you're trying to build a better box so that you can provide more impact to more people via this thing called CrossFit, we'd love to help you. So click the link somewhere on this video, set up a call, and we'll chat with you soon.